Hello, everyone. This is Justin Gu with the 2009 School Sprint Round, and here we're going to be working on question number 8 today. So, as we can see, we have John participated in a science contest. He received 3 points for each correct answer, but lost 2 points for each incorrect answer. After answering 50 questions, John's score was 95. How many questions did John answer incorrectly? Right. So here's what we're gonna do. We see that we have two parts that we can solve for. We can solve for correct answer and incorrect answer, and we're given values for them, right? So we're gonna define these with variables. We're gonna use x for correct. Oh, pardon my handwriting. Correct. And we're gonna use y for incorrect. I'm just gonna write INC for incorrect. So we see that there are 50 questions in total, so therefore we know that x plus y has to equal 50. And we know that the point value total is 95, so we know that so something's gonna equal 95, right? So x not correct answer, and he gets 3 points for each correct answer. So we're gonna have 3x, because that's the number of points he gets from correct answers. And then we're going to have plus, and then for the incorrect answers, he actually loses 2 points for each one. So we're gonna have plus negative 2y. And I'm gonna put that in parentheses to make it easier to read, equals 95. And yeah, so this is our system of equations. We have to start our question. So we want to solve for how many questions John answered incorrectly. So therefore, we want to be able to only have y's in our final equation in order to just make it easier to solve, right? That's just one less step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this first equation and I'm going to put it in terms of x, and you'll see why in a second. So I'm going to have x equals 50 minus y, right? I just simply subtracted y from both sides in order to get this. Now I'm going to take this and plug it into my second equation. So I'm going to have 3, and we're replacing x's, so 50 minus y minus 2y. Again, the plus negative 2y, same thing as minus 2y equals 95. And you see, so the reason I solved the first equation for x is because when you substitute in for x, that gets rid of it and switches it for y. And since I'm actually solving for y, once I finish this, I'll be done. So this is a 50, right? So we're gonna distribute this first term. So I'm gonna have 150 minus 3y minus 2y is equal to 95. Now I'm going to combine like terms. So I'm gonna have negative 5y on this side. Now I'm going to subtract 150 from both sides. So after I subtract 150 from both sides, I'm left with negative 55. And so now I divide both sides by negative 5 since I want to isolate the y. So I'm going to have y is equal to 11. So at this point, we do have an answer. If you would like, we can go back. You can go back to check your answer, and that's what I'm going to do here. So I know that there are 50 questions in total. So if I have 11 correct questions, I'm going to have x, or 11 incorrect, I'm going to have x plus 11 is equal to 50. Since this is total number of questions, I'm going to have x is equal to 39. 50 minus 11 is just 39. What you can do is you can subtract 1 from 50, which is 49, and then subtract the next 10, which would be 39. So now that we have this, we can plug these numbers back into the second equation to check our work. So we're going to have 3 times 39 minus 2 times 11 equals 95. And what we'll get from 3 times 39 is we're going to have 3 times 9, that's 72. So we're going to carry a 2 up here. 3 times 3 is 9 plus the 2, so we're going to have 117 minus 22 is equal to 95. Right, so we do the same process here. We subtract this first, so we'll be left with a 5. Just gonna drop the 95 down here. And then we subtract 2 from 11, which would be 95. So we just really quickly checked our work, and therefore we know that there are 11 questions that John answered incorrectly.